Welcome back to the show, ladies and gentlemen. Let's talk about something healthy. Yes, the start of a new year brings with us new resolutions to improve one's life. Yes, we're talking healthy tips today right here on the show. Yes, including a healthier lifestyle. Even though we are 3 months deep into the new year, we haven't finished the first quarter, so you still have a lot of time to start, and we on Esplash have always got you covered. Yeah, 5 practical health tips to help you start off towards healthy living in 2021. This is Daily Top 5.
4, 3, 2, 1, watch me.
Number 1, consume less salt. Did you know that a lot of people get their sodium through salt? So please reduce your salt intake to 5 grams per day, equivalent to about 1 teaspoon. It's easier to do this by limiting the amount of salt, soy sauce, fish sauce, and other high sodium condiments when preparing meals. You could also do this by avoiding salty snacks and choosing low sodium products.
That's right.
That's
right.
You had to, but it's
I had to even work on myself because I like spicy seasoning and all that.
I like popcorn. I like salted popcorn.
And I like salted popcorn. Yeah.
Reduce it.
In the cinema together.
Yeah.
And then we got so I like salted. I love. In fact, I had to work on myself. Anytime I was like cooking or like. You'll just see me, like, I'll just be putting small,
you like salt bait.
Small
I recently learned
in
from
my mouth, and then I'm like raw like that, and I'm like, no.
It's too much. I recently learned from my chef friend how to actually make seasoning. Like instead of using a seasoning cube, because even though it has like, it's health hazards as well. So you can actually start making your own stock. That way you're in control.
Now?
It's healthier now. It's healthier living. Too much.
When you make your stock, you don't put seasoning in it.
No, so use salt. So you actually make your stock from scratch. Like you use maybe crayfish or meat or something, and you make your actual stock. So that way, because even if you control your salts, like physical salts, when you use seasoning, you don't put them back. So
that's right.
Salt is so crazy.
That's right. Okay, avoid the harmful use of alcohol, and yes, there is no safe level of drinking alcohol. Consuming alcohol can lead to health problems such as mental and behavioral disorders, including alcohol dependence, major diseases such as liver issues and heart diseases, as well as injuries resulting from violence and road crashes and collisions. So please be very careful when consuming alcohol.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why do you say okay? Because you're on this table. No. Both of you are not quiet. They were not quiet. They were not. Oh, wow.
Why did you not say both of us?
No, I just said,
if you know, you know. Because they just looked. I was like, what? Did you go on a break? What happened?
Amanda, you too. You have an opportunity here.
Excuse me. Like,
I know what you are talking about.
Alcohol.
So, yes, we are guilty.
Hey, no!
What are you guilty?
No, I know what. No, we are guilty, but we are healthy drinkers.
Wow. Healthy drinkers.
And we have high tolerance. But the thing is that me, I have left that group A. I left that group.
And I've been trying to tempt her in.
And so
come back.
Because of all these things that we talked about, I mean, a bit of it. So, I had to go and do checkup and all that. And I came back, and the next party that Oji and I attended, I already made up my mind that, look, I
shall not.
Born again.
Woo!
And then,
Praise
day,
God.
like a devil and the demon that he is, it comes like this and says, Honey Pot, are you sure?
Just
this thing is
Praise
just...
God. Let's see how long it will last. I hope that 2021 ending. I'll ask you this question.
This one is very legit. It's not every time. Like we see a whole lot of people on a daily basis.
Know.
Meanwhile,
it's like drinking water. Like
you can gain so much weight from taking alcohol because it has so much sugar in it. Most people think that because of the taste, it doesn't have. Forget it.
So I must actually quickly chip this in. A lot of people are actually diabetic and they don't know that they are. They drink beer and they think, oh, it is bitter. If you even know the amount of sugar in it for it to even get to that stage. So I tell you what, so a survey was carried out in Ogun State a while ago, and it was for the civil servants, and they discovered that a lot of them did not even know that they were diabetic. And why didn't they know? Because they were taking, you know how at a sitting you just take like 10 bottles and you're like, it's beer now, it's bitter and all that. So you have to be very careful. You have to watch too many things.
Very careful.
Watch it. Number 3 on our list, reduce the intake of harmful fats. Yes, fats consumed should be less than 30% of your total energy intake, which will help prevent unhealthy weight gain. There are different types of fats, but WHO recommends reducing saturated fats to less than 10% of total energy intake, reducing trans fats to less than 1% of total energy intake, and replacing both saturated fats and trans fats to unsaturated fats, such as frozen pizza, cookies, and cooking oils, and of course spreads. Fats, that one, fat and oil.
Oh, wow.
The Lord,
if he loves to cook with oil.
Yeah.
Some people, if you see the bottom of their plates, you can actually fry egg and plantain with it.
So
it's too much.
What I do right now is that I get olive oil. I know that you might not like the taste. Not that it has a bad taste, but you know that when you have the normal vegetable oil, you know it comes with. But I got olive oil because these days, even as you grow, you have to be very, very careful. You are what you eat at the end of the day. So you can try that out and make sure that when you're using olive oil that
even sunflower oil too is very nice.
Yes,
very healthy as well.
We can actually do that. Okay, moving on. Prepare your food correctly. All right, prepare your food at home by planning for the week and keeping it in the freezer. If cooking every day seems stressful because unsafe food containing harmful bacteria, viruses, parasites, or chemical substances cause more than 200 diseases ranging from diarrhea to cancer. When buying food at the market or store, check the labels or the actual products to ensure it's safe to eat.
Hey, this one canned food and...
If coronavirus did not teach you anything, like, let us talk about it again. What you eat is super, super important. And I was watching this video just yesterday where somebody brought out a slab of pork, cold pork, and then poured soda on it. Maggots, parasites came out of that pork. And she was talking about how it's very important for you to actually fry, because some of these animals, we don't even know where they're being groomed. You don't know what they're eating. It's not healthy. So you have to be very, very careful with the meats you eat, especially. And the food, you have to heat it properly. Something I learned from my mom. If you bring food from outside, the first thing she does is heat it.
That's right.
You know, you can kill a lot of germs just by heating your food.
All right.
Very right.
Wrapping up Daily Top 5, we're talking about practical health tips to survive in this year, 2021. Yeah. Have regular checkup. We know that getting access to good health in this country can be very, very expensive, but let's please endeavor to get regular checkups to help detect health problems before they start. Health professionals can help find and diagnose health issues early when your chances for treatment and cure are better. Go to the nearest health facility to check out the health services, screening, and treatments that are accessible to you.
This is very,
we don't
very,
take serious.
very,
We
very
don't,
important.
as Nigerians.
We do not take our health seriously
at all.
And we think that it is very expensive. And I tell you, what's the money you spend doing checkup? You know, if you look at, if you look at it like maybe you're already having a disease or an ailment and then it's already getting into your system, it will be more. So the reason for this is just that maybe at the early stage you can know, and if it's something that can actually or eventually turn into a terminal disease, you would have, cut it off from the beginning. Like a lot of people who have cancer now,
detect it
early. So some people have detected and they don't have cancer. They had already, or maybe you had a lump or something, and they quickly do something about it. So it will not get to that level, or it will not get to that level that they'll not tell you that you have like 6 months to live and all that. So that's it. All right, that's it on Daily Top 5. When we come back from this commercial break, or this break generally, it will be time to put you guys in control of the music. If you have a video that you would like us to play for your viewing pleasure this afternoon, we are at your service. We are at your service. Get on social media pages. We are TVC Connect using the hashtag Esplash on TVC to request for your song. We'll see you in a bitty.